2019, when Trump first said he wanted to buy Greenland, the world laughed. Late-night shows mocked him. Danish politicians joked that he should buy Disneyland instead. Greenland's government politely but firmly said the island was not for sale. Trump cancelled a state visit to Denmark in a tantrum, and the story faded. But what most people missed was that joke never left Trump's mind. And in his second term as US President in 2025, the idea of Greenland's annexation kept coming back. As China hunted for rare earth minerals, Greenland appeared on mining radars. As Russia militarized the Arctic, Greenland re-emerged as a strategic choke point. What sounded like a Trump impulse in 2019 slowly hardened into a geopolitical obsession by 2026. When Trump returned to the White House in 2025, he returned as a man convinced that America had been cheated, boxed in, and restrained by alliances. And Greenland to him became the ultimate symbol of what America should take back. In one of his first speeches to the Congress, Trump casually said the United States would make Greenland very rich and secure it one way or the other.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before.
By early 2026, Trump stopped pretending this was friendly negotiation. On Air Force One, he openly discussed taking Greenland the hard way if necessary. Reports leaked of Pentagon contingency plans for stabilization operations on the island. Denmark was blindsided. Greenland's government was shocked. NATO officials were horrified. No US president in modern history had ever spoken so casually about taking territory from an ally. But Trump did not care. To him, Greenland was not Danish. It was American territory that had simply not been claimed yet.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not. Because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too, I have to tell you, and they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan, but the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also, but we need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger, there are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
Then came the moment when fantasy became law. Republican Congressman Randy Fine introduced the Greenland Annexation and Statehood Act. It sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, but it is real. The bill gives the US president legal authority to acquire Greenland and begin the process of turning it into a US state. Not a territory, not a protectorate, a state. This is not about buying land. This is about absorbing a foreign people and their homeland into the United States, whether they want it or not. The bill does not require a referendum. It does not require Denmark's consent. It simply gives Trump a legal door to force the issue. So why is Trump willing to go this far? The answer begins with geography. Greenland sits on what military planners call the GI-UK gap, the narrow corridor between Greenland, Iceland, and the United Kingdom that controls access from the Arctic into the Atlantic Ocean. Every Russian submarine that wants to reach the eastern coast of North America has to pass through this gap. That makes Greenland one of the most important pieces of military real estate on Earth. During the Cold War, the US and Soviet Union treated it like a doomsday choke point. Today, as Russia modernizes its submarine fleet, Greenland has become even more valuable. There is another reason the Pentagon obsesses over Greenland. Any Russian ballistic missile fired at the United States would fly over the Arctic. That means it would pass over Greenland. That is why the US operates Pituffik Space Base on the island. It hosts early warning radars, missile tracking systems, and space surveillance platforms. These systems feed directly into America's missile defense network. Trump's much-touted Golden Dome interceptor shield depends on Greenland. Without full control of the island, the US cannot expand that system the way Trump wants it. Right now, the US already has military access to Greenland through agreements with Denmark, but those agreements come with limits. Denmark has a say. Greenland's parliament has a say. Environmental rules apply. Local politics matter. Trump hates that. He does not want access. He wants ownership. Ownership means no vetoes, no negotiations, no protests. It means the Pentagon can build whatever it wants, whenever it wants, without asking anyone. Under Greenland's ice lie vast deposits of rare earth minerals. These are the metals that make modern civilization possible. The stuff inside smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, missiles, fighter jets, and AI servers. China currently dominates this market. It processes most of the world's rare earths and uses that control as geopolitical leverage. Greenland offers the United States a way out of that trap. Trump does not see Greenland as land. He sees it as a mine. And Trump is not alone. Silicon Valley billionaires have been quietly investing in Greenland for years. Mining companies backed by tech capital are positioning themselves to extract rare earths, uranium, gallium, and germanium, the metals that power the AI revolution. For them, Greenland is not a homeland, it is a hardware store for the future. One billionaire-backed group even wants to build a private freedom city on Greenland, a corporate-run enclave for tech elites, a city with its own rules, its own economy, and its own security. Trump's push for annexation would make this possible. US sovereignty would turn Greenland into a playground for American capital. The people of Greenland did not choose this. Polls show that around 85% of them oppose becoming part of the United States. They want either to remain within Denmark or eventually become fully independent. Greenland's leaders have publicly said that Trump's threats have created fear and anxiety across the island. Children are asking whether American soldiers will arrive. Families are worried about losing their land. This is not a negotiation to them. It feels like a looming invasion.
Dear President Trump, listen very carefully. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's an integrated part of our country. It is not for sale. Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump,
Denmark cannot fight the United States, but it also cannot give away Greenland. If Trump pushes forward, NATO faces an impossible situation. One member threatening to take territory from another. That is the kind of crisis that destroys alliances. This is why Greenland is now the most dangerous piece of real estate on Earth, not because of what it is, ice, rock, and wind, but because of what it represents. Military dominance, mineral wealth, and control over the future of the Arctic. Trump is not chasing a frozen island, he's chasing power. And once a US president decides that a piece of the world is too valuable to be left outside American control, history tells us what happens next. What Trump is doing with Greenland feels shocking only if you forget American history. The US was built not just by settlement but by acquisition. Louisiana was bought, Florida was taken, Texas was absorbed, California conquered, Alaska purchased from Russia, Hawaii overthrown and annexed, Puerto Rico seized. Panama was carved out. The pattern is simple. When Washington decides a piece of land is strategically or economically valuable enough, the rules bend. Trump is not inventing something new. He's reviving something old, the belief that American power gives America the right to expand.